Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. So as most of you know, if and when I do an actual product review, I want to make sure that it's something that I'm going to be able to not only enjoy, but that it's going to be a value item. And then more importantly, that this is going to be an item that if you're spending your hard-earned money on, that you're going to get some value out, and it's going to be something that will last you quite a while. So what I'm going to do a review of today is from Mojgar. This is the 50L thermoelectric humidor. This holds upwards of 300 cigars. Again, give or take, depending on if you're storing them as loose items and or boxes. So that number can kind of vary, again, depending on the size of the cigar, boxes, whatever else it is that you may put in the humidor as well. So let's go ahead and kind of first talk a little bit about the appearance of this item. So this is a metal box on the exterior with a plastic insert on the inside. It's got its fan and everything in the back. So let's just open that up quickly here. And what I'm going to show you right now is just a little close-up of what the inside of this unit looks like, so you can get a little better idea of exactly what the inside of this unit looks like. So the dimensions on this unit are going to come in at 19.9 inches high, 18.7 inches deep, and 16.7 inches wide. So again, I'll put the dimensions up on the screen right now so that you have a better idea of where this may fit within your home. Now, with that being said, I would make sure that you've got a good foot and a half on either side and or the height, just to make sure that the motor in the back doesn't get bogged down or overheat based on it being too close to something. So as this is drawing and pulling air, you want to make sure that that motor is working as effectively as possible. The unit also has some adjustable feet on the bottom, so if you do have an area that's a little uneven, you can adjust those feet to make sure that your unit is balanced out perfectly. This here is a double mirrored glass, so effectively it is going to protect your cigars from those UV rays, or depending on your climate, this will prevent any exterior sunlight or penetrating the interior of that box. Now, as far as the interior of this goes, I would make sure and first wipe this thing down. So I would get a very, very damp cloth, take out all the racks that are on the inside, wipe the thing down, obviously unplug to make sure that there's no electricity type issues. Make sure you wipe down the box just to get any kind of loose debris that may be in there from the shipping process. So there you have what the appearance is. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit now about the functionality of this unit. So first and foremost, the most important thing for me is the fact that this is a thermoelectric unit. So what does that mean? So this is going to both heat and cool. So depending on, again, all of the seasons, no matter where it is we live, we're going to experience some different temperatures throughout the year. So what this is going to do is, as it heats up or cools down, this unit is going to adjust accordingly to make sure that the interior of this box, based on the settings up here, are going to keep your cigars at that proper temperature. So again, it's going to adjust for heating and cooling. So whatever the exterior or interior of your home is, it's going to adjust that accordingly based on your settings. So again, it may have to work a little bit harder for both the extreme heat and extreme cool, but you're going to want to make sure to kind of keep an eye on that, just to make sure that it's maintaining that proper temperature that you want your cigars stored at. I did mention before, in terms of the amount of cigars that this will hold, it does indicate that it will hold upwards of 300 cigars. So again, that's going to be very dependent on the size, if you're storing boxes, if there's anything that you're keeping your cigars in that you want in this unit. Again, you're going to have to play around a little bit with that, but they do indicate that it is a max unit of 300. So if we talk a little bit about the front panel here, pretty straightforward. So your temperature does come in both Celsius and Fahrenheit. So for anybody, generally speaking, outside of the United States, is probably using Celsius. We use Fahrenheit, as you can see it right there. So you can simply just hit that little button there, and that makes the quick adjustment there. Your light here So it just gives you a little puck light on the interior up above. You know, it would be nice if there was a little bit more light, maybe something towards the back or whatever. But again, that's still okay. You know, most of these are going to be in a lit room. So once you open it, you should be able to see your cigars perfectly fine there as well. Now, as far as adjusting the temperature, it's as simple as hitting this button here, and it'll flash. It just kind of indicates that it's ready to change. And it's as simple as that. So whatever the temperature is that you want the unit to be at, you can just simply set that right there. Let's go ahead and open it up and we'll kind of show you what the interior of this unit looks like. So the door does open significantly, so moving your shelves and stuff around is going to be really, really easy. Inside, you're going to have two shelves, one large drawer here on the bottom. Does come with an analog hygrometer. I would like to see all of these units essentially with a digital hygrometer. They're vastly more accurate. So if you're not going to use this, definitely have some type of digital hygrometer that's going to allow you to check both the temperature and the humidity levels within your unit. So you can get those kind of inexpensive combo units, place it in there. There are some that are Bluetooth accessible, so you can use that. We'll kind of send you alerts to your phone if that's something that you really want as well. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the shelves and the drawer that it has in it here. So really simple. What I do like about this is when you pull this out, there's almost a block or a stoppage that doesn't allow you to just pull this out and dump everything that's there. You do have to kind of pull up slightly on it. Then it allows you to have access to the full drawer. So kind of the same thing going forward. It does hit like on that little lock, kind of push a little down on it, slide it all the way to the back. It doesn't go all the way to the back, so it allows for more of that air circulation for the fan to, again, circulate that air that's in there, which is extremely important. You want all of that airflow that's in there. So same thing with this. They do come out really, really easily, slide in there perfectly. Drawer comes out, does have the slots in it here, slots in the bottom there, so that it allows for all of that proper airflow. And then essentially this just slides right back in super easily. So slots here in the drawer, again, to encourage more airflow. The unit does come with a small little plastic bin for you to put your distilled water in, so that will come with it along with a user's manual. So check that out if you have any other questions. But again, if you want to season the unit, you can probably put some distilled water in there, let it sit for maybe 3 or 4 days, let a lot of the Spanish cedar oak drawers soak up some of that water. But there are some seasoning packets from like Boveda, things along those lines, that will properly season your unit, properly season all of the Spanish cedar shelves that it has. Smells fantastic. I've already gone through, wipe this unit down actually a couple times just to make sure all the debris and everything was removed from the unit as well. So everything you see here is what's going to come with the unit. So when you get the delivery, this again is going to be what you see when you open up the package. One other thing I forgot to mention. So the fan that you can see in the back there is really, really quiet. So that's fantastic as well. So again, very, very important for the heating and cooling of the inside of the unit. Again, these just slide right back in super easily, just like that. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the pricing of this unit. So this one that you see here, that is both the cooling and heating, the thermoelectric, is going to be $239.99. I will have a link in the description below. So if you are interested in this unit, just go ahead and click on that link and it will be delivered directly to your door. In my opinion, this is one of the best units that are available on the market now. Again, with the thermoelectric, which I would highly encourage. I think it just helps with the full regulation of all the cigars, making sure that there's the heating and cooling aspect to the unit and properly keeping your cigars humidified. Now, with that also being said, it doesn't regulate the humidity. So all of the humidity, you're going to have to adjust that. The fan is just heating and cooling. Any of the humidity portion is going to be controlled by you through either the bin that it comes with here and the distilled water, and or the Boveda packs or a Humidipack. or the crystal beads, you're gonna have to maintain and monitor the humidity levels within the unit. But overall, with that being done properly and the both heating and cooling of this unit is hands down for me, one of the best units on the market today. Remember, link in the description below if you're interested in the Mojgar 50L thermoelectric humidor. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy this unit if you decide to pick it up. I don't think you can go wrong. Fantastic unit. So want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And remember, it's about the journey and not the destination. Cheers.